Hey, what's up, everybody? Zevan here with Real Broker, and today I want to give you a real world market update that matters if you live in the Charlotte and Lake Norman area. Now, there's a lot of noise in real estate right now. National headlines say one thing, local neighborhoods may be telling you something different. So the real question is this: what is actually happening in the market right now? And what does it mean for you if you're thinking about buying, selling, or maybe doing both? Let's break it down. First, from a national standpoint, we've seen something important happen. Mortgage rates recently dipped to 5.99%, which puts them near the lower end of the projected range for 2026. That matters because when rates soften, even slightly, it tends to bring more buyers back into the conversation. Purchase applications are up 12% year over year, and here's why that's worth paying attention to. Purchase activity often leads actual home sales by 30 to 90 days. So when people ask, is the market waking back up? That's one of the first places I look. We're also seeing weekly pending sales up year over year, which tells us buyers have not disappeared. They've just become more selective and strategic. At the same time, about 1/3 of homes nationally are still seeing price reductions, but that number is actually a little better than last year. So yes, pricing still matters, probably more than ever, but the sky is not falling. Homes that are positioned right are still moving. Now let's bring that here to Charlotte. Right now we're sitting at about a 1.79 month supply of inventory. That is still a relatively tight market. This is not an oversupplied market where sellers have lost control. In fact, inventory is down 14% month over month, even though it's up about 5% year over year. What that means is simple. There are opportunities, but there still isn't a flood of choices. We've had 710 new listings hit the market with a median list price of $471,487. So if you're a buyer, there is fresh inventory coming, but not enough to casually wait around forever. And if you're a seller, there are still serious buyers out there. The key is not just listing your home, it's launching it correctly. We currently have 1,391 active listings in Charlotte with a median active list price of $485,000. That tells me this: buyers are comparing more carefully, and sellers need to understand that being on the market is not the same as being in the market. If your home is overpriced, poorly presented, or not marketed well, buyers will move right past it. But if it's priced right, positioned right, and shows well, it still has a very strong chance to move. Here's another big number. 630 homes are currently pending, and those homes are averaging about 36 days before going under contract. That is an important shift, because while things are not moving at lightning speed like they once did, they are still moving. So buyers, you may have a little more time to think, negotiate, and do your homework. But sellers, this is not the time to get lazy. You still need strategy, presentation, and absolutely proper pricing. The median sold price is currently $445,000, which is down about 5% month over month. Now, don't let that number scare you, because homes are still selling at 98.03% of list price. That means well-priced homes are still commanding strong offers. So no, this is not a market where sellers should hope for magic, but it is still a market where smart sellers can win. So what's the takeaway? Nationally, demand is showing signs of life. Locally, Charlotte is still competitive. And the people who win are those who understand the difference between headlines and actual opportunity. Buyers, this is a window to move. If you're a seller, the market is still solid, but the right strategy matters more than ever. And for those doing both, a game plan is everything. If you found this helpful, click the links below to subscribe, get a free home evaluation, or search the latest homes for sale. I'm Zevan with Real Broker. I'm here to keep you ahead of the curve. And remember, in a shifting market, clarity wins.